cut it all out, and then it basically mirrors over here to the backsplash. Yep, let's do it. What's up, Mommy?
Hey, Dad, what you doing?
Just doing a little tile over here at the Johnstons.
Well, I know you're busy today, but I see where the soup kitchen in Monroe got hit by an 18-wheeler and the driver fled. Is there any way you can go take a look at it and see if there's anything you can do to help?
Not a problem, Mom. I really appreciate the call. I'm gonna go check it out now.
After she called, I rode out to see how bad the damage was. Then I sent out a text to the key players, and within 5 minutes, the team was assembled. We're at the community soup kitchen in Monroe, Louisiana, established by Granny and Papa Goings in 1997. So it's crazy what happened here. This 18-wheeler at 7 o'clock in the morning comes rolling through. I mean, you could see the tracks still. Instead of swinging wide, he cuts through the grass and clips the building. Never checks up. We're going to clean up all this old brick and reuse it. Then we're going to frame this wall straight across instead of in its original position in order to offer more patio space. Air service professionals have taken on the task of repairing or replacing the unit. So down to business, I start setting up deliveries and communicating with subs in order to get it put back together.
Hi, my name is Jeff Williams. I'm with Freeman Lumber.
It's awesome that in such a short amount of time, all the talent and resources were pulled together to do this project for free. Jeff and me set up a material list and a game plan for the next day. All the materials are scheduled for delivery, so I want to sit down and talk with Larry and get the scoop on the soup kitchen. How did this place start?
This lady right here, on this picture here, her and her husband, they had been married about 6 or some years, and they retired from work after putting 13 kids through college. They started taking sandwiches and water on the underpath on the Sears Street.
How many people can you hear daily?
Well, I'd say about 80.
Wow.
Saturdays, maybe 150, because some kids be here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, let's look around a little bit.
This is the clothing room here.
So Larry, on top of your food, do y'all give all this stuff away? Or
Yeah, you know, people get burned out or whatever the case may be. You know, we
Incredible.
try to look out for them.
Larry, incredible. Larry and his team's carrying extends right into the pantry. He tells me how all the operations of the soup kitchen are made possible entirely by donations.
You know, here's the kitchen.
Okay. As we were moving through the building, I asked Larry if there was anything else that needed repair while we were there, and he pointed out 2 faucets that were leaking, and I immediately saw a need right when I walked into the kitchen. One problem that I see just automatically is the lighting. So on top of everything, Coburn's of West Monroe agreed to furnish the new faucets and the new light fixtures for the kitchen. Joey Brown Plumbing and RLH Electric are going to put all the fixtures in for free.
We had that insurance for these people for years. We filed one claim.
To complicate things, the building's insurance company dropped them not long before this happened.
And then they said, well, the building you owe, we can't cover it.
So the hope is that when we're done, we've done enough repairs and the building is in good enough shape to where the insurance companies will reconsider their policy. I appreciate what y'all do, man. Y'all are out there helping people you don't know.
You'll never know how you can touch just one person.
That's right.
You know, you might have touched one person in a lifetime, but at least you did try.
That's right.
And you accomplished something out of it.
We have some new brick coming in from Rustin Brick, but we're going to try to reuse what we can of the old brick. Clean them up, get all the mortar off of them, stack them up, and have them ready for the bricklayer to lay tomorrow morning. Robles Construction is going to be laying the brick. Rustin Brick is going to be supplying the brick. 2 incredible companies coming together to raise the brick wall. But I'm just another brick in the wall. Another brick in the wall.
Magic Grill of West Monroe volunteered to bring us lunch during the repair. I have one word to describe their po' boy. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Jalapenos, super jalapenos, and whatever.
The second half of the day, I tooled out the bricks so Carlos could sew them back in the next day. To start day 2, we unload the wood framing package and drop the brick on site. Thanks again to Freeman Lumber for donating all the wood material and Rustin Brick for donating all the brick and mortar. It was a pretty exciting morning because we got deliveries dropping, we have guys moving around. I mean, making progress is good for the soul. As I'm working, I noticed a lady in the kitchen, so I decided to go and strike up a conversation with her. And boy, I'm glad I did.
They called her Granny. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow, to the soup kitchen we must go. She's a my street children, got to have somewhere to get out of this cold.
Believe me, you need to know this woman.
This is the spoon that my mama had. She said, if they get out of line, I put them back to the back of the line.
You know that's right.
This is the spoon. This is the spoon. And my mom used this spoon. I enjoy cooking with this spoon.
She's fun, but she also has an incredible mission and outlook.
I'm here to do everything that I can do until my day. We have clothes that we give them to. Everything we do is free. This ministry has operated all these years out of free will donations.
And she is serious about her cooking.
Okay, when I'm making a stew today, I will serve it over rice and have desserts. At 11:30, all this will be ready. I got my rice cooking, got all kind of vegetables in it. I got all kind of meat in it. Got my potatoes all ready. And I'm gonna add some redness to this. It looks so good. Oh, it is good.
She was confident in her cooking and was not gonna let me leave until I was full.
Well, you can have some of this too if you want to with something to eat.
Before I could say yes, ma'am, she and Markeisha had me a piping hot plate of Soup Kitchen gumbo. Is that over the top? This is the only 5-star soup kitchen I've ever ate at.
What you say?
This belongs on a menu where they pay for food. What she's about to say sums up the mission of a soup kitchen.
If you feed a person, that's a reduction in crime. Because if you're hungry, by whatever means, you are going to get that food.
A person's hunger will make decisions for them, and more than likely it won't be a good decision.
Thank you.
You're not thinking.
Thank you.
She explained to me that many children depend on them for food, and sadly, sometimes they come without parents. So they don't even have a parent come with them. They come up here
Some of them come by themselves.
My soul was full, and so was my belly. It was a pleasure meeting Miss Gladys, and hats off to her passion. We can all hope to have a drive in some direction in our lives as she's had here. Carlos, his brother, and his dad work together in their family construction business. They specialize in masonry, but also act as a full-scale builder, constructing homes from the ground up. Day 3 starts with removing the emergency repair, then framing of the stud wall. The wall was originally framed 3 foot forward, but we framed it back to give more covered patio room. Trying to be like a ninja. Day 4, we start with insulation and get a brief visit from my dad, Buzzman. How many deer do you want to kill this year, big boy?
Enough for the soup kitchen to have some.
Oh, yeah. Next is drywall as well as prepare for paint. I also want to share a really neat paint matching tool. Got a little color matching tool from Sherwin-Williams. It works great in a situation like this. I got 3 different colors. All I do to figure out which color it is I pull up the Sherwin-Williams app, put it on the wall, and hit scan on the app. And you can see here, it gives you a list of colors to pick from, and then from there, you hold it up to your wall and figure out which color is the closest to it. This color is going to be leisure blue. We have our white, so we're going to hold up the device to the wall, hit the button, go with snowbound. Now we have our red for the brick color. Hit scan on the app. That is a pretty neat tool. You know, back in my day, talking like I'm old or something, but back in my day, all you could do is take a brick out and bring it up to Sherwin-Williams and let them match it. But now they got these little things. It's really awesome. Nick and Robert Linder with Professional Metal Services. Man, they're the freaking bomb. Man, I called Nick in 2 hours. He had this truss made up and ran over to us. They're about to put it up. Oh, it's this way. It goes that way. Pow, just like that. That's what I call grade A service. It's October 30th, day before Halloween. Woohoo! Woohoo! Sorry, we're not gonna put that in there. It's one of the last days of working here at the soup kitchen. All we have left is filling in the soffit underneath the awning. We're gonna put the tin on the awning, get the wall painted, get the brick painted. Still gonna take this old brick here and make a little bench out of it. Just something there, just so we could utilize that old brick. I think it'd be pretty cool. On the inside, literally all we have in here is finishing the sheetrock, texturing it out, trimming it out, painting, trim, walls. Got a little piece of sheetrock up there to fill in that hole that the accident made.
favor with Favor Construction.
Bubba calls me and says, man, I like what you're doing. Please let me bring you guys some of my famous chicken and spaghetti for lunch one day. And not only that, I want to bring enough for the soup kitchen too. Well, Bubba, I believe the world famous because that stuff was off the chain and the boys loved it. To wrap it up, Joey Brown Plumbing puts in the new faucets, we install 10 for the awning, check out some issues with the roof, lay a brick bench, and do a good cleaning. As we finish this leg of the race, I get a call from Air Service Professionals. They bring me some bad news. The air conditioning unit that was in the window cannot be repaired. The good news is, in combining with themselves and their vendor, they're going to furnish the soup kitchen a brand new 4-ton air conditioning unit. This is one of the many great companies that have came in and went well above the call of duty for the soup kitchen.
We've completed the repair at the community soup kitchen. Although this project is done, the need for helping our neighbor is never over. As we move forward, we keep in mind a simple phrase. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And although it was our hands that did the repair, we are merely an extension of God's fingertips.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Ground Up. We hope you're encouraged by what you saw. Please give this video a share. We want to share this joy all across the world. We want to encourage people to do a similar act of kindness. If everybody helps somebody, there will never be anybody in need.